Hi, here we go again. This is another Friday feature. So today I'm going to go over two stories. One is a person that I see often, probably every week, somebody who's dealing with pre-diabetic sugar control. And then also talking to a person who I dealt with over 8 months ago who she did this technique and it's completely fixed and she doesn't have to worry about it at all, doesn't even have to watch it anymore. It's just perfect. But elevated A1C numbers, elevated fasting insulin or fasting blood sugar. So here's how you fix it. So you fix it by doing carb restriction until after 3 p.m. Okay? So let's start with, you can see this right now. So we start with waking. Okay? So at waking, our brain is in sympathetic dominance. In fact, that makes the cell, all of your cells tend to be tighter. Okay? And then we get to 3 p.m. And then after 3 p.m. is when we start to get into parasympathetic dominance. That's when the cells then relax. Okay? So if we look at when sugar comes in, so sugar comes in and then we have to have insulin that comes in order to lower the sugar down. So if it's before 3 p.m., in fact, it's like a straw. Okay, so you only go so many that go in. Okay, but then after 3 p.m., then it becomes like a funnel. So more of the insulin goes in to lower the blood sugar. So first and foremost, if we, upon waking, right, anything up till 3 p.m., we have just protein and fat, okay? Preferably plant-based protein and fat. Then after 3 p.m., then that's when we bring carbs in, but especially focus on starches. That is white rice, brown rice, taro, cassava, beans, quinoa, these types of things, the starches. Those, and have lots of those actually within this frame of time. What those, even whole grains. So if you are not gluten sensitive, then you can have things like whole wheat and things like that. But this all kind of starts on, well, first of all, what is your blood sugar? How do you know your blood sugar? Well, you go and you buy one of these things, one of these machines, okay? I'm going to show you how, like, stupid easy these are. You take the thing. These are the things that cost the most, the little strips. You plug it in. Immediately it turns the machine on, right? Then it resets itself, okay? You take the little gun, right? I'm going to do this right here for you. Little gun, you press it and pinch your finger so it's nice and firm, and then just click. And there, I got tiny, I didn't even feel it. I'm not even feeling it. And all you do is touch it to the meter. The blood goes into it automatically, and then it tells us. Now, I just ate for the first time. It's about 1:30, and I'm at 1:16 right now. And I had a lot of rice and things like that. But if I were to check myself within probably an hour or so, I'm down to below 100. So here's the secret: is you want these, your waking insulin. So you take with your blood sugar monitor, you take it upon awaking, upon arising. If it's anything above 100, then probably the fastest way to fix this is fast. So don't eat until maybe 11:30. If you normally would have breakfast at like 9:30, have it at 11:30, or go further. Like for me, I didn't eat until about 1:30. Right? That gives a chance for the blood sugar to come down. But then if we then say do have breakfast, but have it just be protein and fat, or the first time we break our fast, then it's no sugar that we have to have any insulin to come in. But then this works even better too if that we then restrict the carbs until after 3 p.m. Now we are training the cells to be more insulin receptive. This is insulin resistance. This is insulin reception. And even an insulin resistant person has a part of their day where their cells are more insulin receptive. By doing this and only bringing the carbs in at that time, then you are training the system. So then you become like this other woman, client who I just talked to after about 8 months of doing this. 3 months ago, she stopped doing this, and now she feels it. Me too. Now I feel it. Now I don't even have to do the numbers anymore. Now I feel it. I feel what my body feels like when And then sometimes people go, well, you should worry about getting your blood sugar too low. Well, you're taking your blood sugar. You know where it is, okay? So the ideal would be when you're first getting track of this, it's waking, and then every hour after and every 2 hours after you eat a meal. So breakfast, if you're doing breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you're going to take it an hour and then 2 hours, and then track those and see where you're at. And the way that you fix it is by, again, restricting the carbs, not completely eliminating the carbs. In fact, having a good helping of actually starches in this carb window. But then eventually what will happen is it will retrain your system, and your system will then, your A1C numbers come down, your fasting insulin, everything is perfect. And it's all controllable by diet and behavior. We all know this, but this is the key to how to do it. Okay, so good luck.